Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I have breaking news for you all. America is in a healthcare crisis. Hardly an epiphany, I know. But what I hope that you take away from today is maybe a paradigm shift. And the fact is, my reasoning for the American healthcare crisis, my belief is that we have too many firemen and not enough carpenters. And I'll explain that as we go, because I can tell by your faces you want an explanation. Okay? But first, let's start with some statistics. America is the wealthiest nation in the world, correct? That's not too hard for anybody to understand. So being the wealthiest nation in the world, we spend the most money on healthcare. We have more hospitals than any country in the world. We have more drugs and more surgery and more doctors. But we aren't number one in health. Okay? According to the World Health Organization, in a study of westernized nations and first world countries, America ranks 37th out of 39 in terms of health as a nation. So there's an issue there between the finances we throw at it and the results we're getting. And the issue is larger than some healthcare policy or the rewriting of a few rules. Does anyone agree?
Yes.
Everyone agree? Good. So I believe the issue is paradigm. American healthcare operates from a firefighter perspective. We're an emergency-based healthcare system. As our great Toastmaster just referred to, if we have some pain, let's call John. Okay? Otherwise, don't. Right? That's how American healthcare works. Until you have symptoms or pain or something bad enough that it's impacting your ability to function in your life, don't worry about your health. And I'll believe that that is an issue with scope. Okay, we should be assiduous about our health. We should be thinking about it daily, and even more than daily, minute to minute, by what we eat, what we do in terms of exercise, how we're thinking, and the people we surround ourselves with. Okay, a firefighter mentality is outside in. I'll wait until there's an emergency, and then it'll be important, and I'll address it. A carpenter mentality is an inside-out mentality. Let's keep things preserved, let's keep things beautiful, and let's stay ahead of the curve or ahead of the issues. So if your body is your house and you have a fire, who are you going to call? A fireman. Right. So the fire is a health issue, and we call the firemen to bring their axes and fire hoses, their drugs and their surgery, to smash out our windows, break down our doors, and spray down all our cherished belongings. And we hope by the time that they're finished, there's enough of our house left for us to be able to walk away and be alive the next day. So if you have a fire in your home, who do you call the next day?
The carpenter.
Why?
To repair.
Right, so the logical idea would be to call the carpenter, because the carpenter is going to come in and paint your eaves, replace your windows, put new doors in, make the house healthy and functional again. But as Americans, we call the fire department back, because there's still some glass in that window that we can break out. There's still some splinters in the doorway that you guys didn't knock down yesterday. And I think there's a dry spot over there in the carpet that you can spray. Okay? And it continues this way. The next day we call the fire department back again. And the next day. When in reality, it's a carpenter's world. If we want to be healthy, we need carpenters. We need to maintain dry, clean carpets. We need to maintain squeaky clean, clear windows. We need to maintain flush doors and non-squeaky hinges. And that's what health is all about. And that's where the chiropractor comes in your healthcare team. Now, if I go and get hit by a bus, I don't want you to take me to the nearest chiropractor. Okay? If my daughter falls and breaks her arm, I'm not going to try to adjust it or try to reset it. In emergency situations, you call the fire department. Okay? Or you go to the hospital. You go to the mainstream medical care model. But if you're looking for health, if you're looking to, say, have healthy weight loss, or you're looking to get back into fitness, or you're looking to optimize function of your nervous system, which is what chiropractors really do, so that your body can take that food that you're eating and create health with it, or take that exercise that you're doing and create health with it. Then you go to the chiropractor and you maintain proper alignment and proper brain-body communication so that you can have So I opened with saying that we need less firemen and more carpenters, and I stand by that. I think that we have lots of firemen, and firemen do a great job when they remain in their scope, and their scope is emergency care. I don't believe that firemen function well outside of their scope by saying, take Lipitor as a wellness or preventative measure. Take this drug as a wellness or preventative measure. Have your gallbladder out as a wellness or preventative measure. That is not in their scope. I believe carpenters function well in their scope, which is teaching you how to maintain health through proper body alignment, through proper exercise, nutrition, and mental states. I do not think it's in the scope of the carpenter or the chiropractor to recommend a drug or recommend a surgery. I think it's in their scope to do the best they can to help you prevent those things. So as you go forward in 2012 and you're thinking about how you want to approach your healthcare needs and meet those goals and function well, think about your paradigm and the scope and the proper uses of each. Thank you.